Hello, Bob here from Silver Fox Fitness on YouTube. Today I have 5 balance exercises I want to share with you. The first one is called the 1 foot. So first of all, before you do any balance exercises of any sort, make sure you have the proper footwear on, or maybe no footwear on at all. So I'm outside in my backyard. I'm on the grass. I don't need any shoes on. It's warm out. It's perfect weather. And oh, one more thing. You might want to have some kind of a support close by, like maybe a chair or a countertop if you do it in the house. Or maybe you want to try it without that to see where you're at when it comes to your balance ability. So the 1 foot, back to the 1 foot. So I'm going to stand in my best posture possible, which means my feet are shoulder width apart, my hips are forward, and my head is back. And when I'm ready, I'm going to shift my weight to one of my legs and then slowly raise the other one off the ground so that my knee is in the same line with my hip. If you have to have your arms out for balance, like if you're going over Niagara Falls on a tightrope, or if you want to hold on to something, but put the weight on one leg, keep your posture the best you can, and knee in the same plane as your hip. Hold it for approximately 10 seconds, and then take the leg, keep it bent, and push it behind. Now my knees are lined up in the front, and my leg is behind. It's bent. Trust me, it's bent. After 10 seconds, take the leg out to the side, keep your hips square to the front. So if you can't get it too far out that way without doing something to your hips, as long as it's bent, it's up, and the knee is in the same plane as your hip, and it's at the side. 10 seconds goes by pretty fast. Straighten the leg, keep it off the ground. Weight still on this supporting leg over here. This leg is really straight, and I'm trying to stand as tall as possible. And yes, today I'm holding onto the chair. Now I'm going to take the leg and put it out in front, toe to nose, leg really, really straight, quads, hamstrings, calf muscle, everything is activated to do this. Standing up, I'm not leaning back, I'm standing tall. My hips are forward, my head is back. Good, and then slide the foot, leading with your heel to the back. Keep the legs straight. Almost done here. After 10 seconds or so, take your knee up in the air the best you can and make 3 nice big wide circles with that knee. I really don't care if you go that way or this way, or maybe you want to try both. Just take your time, think about your posture, think about what muscles are really, really working right now, and you've just completed one side. Good. I'm going to do the other side for you. I'm going to try this without the chair. If I have to get it to help me, I will. So I'm standing with my feet shoulder width apart, hips forward, head back, shift my weight, and slowly lift the knee up. Put my knees together, bent leg behind. Approximately 10 seconds hold. Knee out to the side. This is a little bit harder. Straight leg out to the side. Don't put the foot down if you don't have to. You can rest in between each position, like there. Out in front. Straight leg. Slide the straight leg back behind you, leading with the heel. And then make some circles. 1, nice and high with the knee. 2, 3, and if you have it in you, 1 the other way. 2, 3. Great. That's the 1 leg balance routine, exercise number 1. Balance exercise number 2 is called walking the plank or the tightrope. we're going to place one foot in front of the other, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, as if we're walking on maybe some kind of a cable across Niagara Falls. You know how they hold on to that big pole? That helps with their balance. But this isn't quite as dangerous as that. So what I have done though out here in my backyard is I've got a couple of chairs close by, and so I can hold on to the chairs as I go along. So I'm standing in my best posture possible, feet shoulder width apart, hips forward, head back, and I'll just hold on to the chair here, and I'll take my outside leg, and instead of just sliding it in front like that, just to make it a little bit more challenging, I'm going to lift it off the ground and take a giant step over tops of some imaginary thing, and then put the heel to toe. And then this one, take your time, hold on to whatever's close by, like maybe a wall. You could be going down the hall, holding onto the wall, maybe the wall on both sides, or a countertop in your kitchen, or just a bunch of chairs lined up. So you lift your foot up nice and high and step over, and then put heel to toe. Stand up nice and tall, best posture possible. Good. And when you get maybe 4 or 5 steps, you don't have to go far. Maybe let go and see how you feel. I still need the chair today. Lift it up, step over, toe to heel. Step back, get those legs up nice and high. Try to maintain that posture. Walk that tightrope. So maybe 4 or 5 steps forward. I'm not moving too fast. I'm concentrating on what muscles I'm firing up here and my posture. There you go. I like doing it in the hall in my house. You can hold onto the walls on both sides and walk straight down the hall and then back up the hall backwards. Exercise number 3 is called the Cook's Hookup. It's called a Cook's, C-O-O-K-S, a Cook's Hookup because Mr. Cook dreamt it up years ago. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, in my best posture possible, standing with my legs shoulder width apart, my hips forward, and my head back, I'm going to take one of my legs, say it's this one here, it's my right, your left. I'm going to take my right leg and cross it over and put it really close to the foot, but across the leg there. And then if that was the left, I'm going to take my other arm, cross at the wrists, grab my fingers, and place my hands on my heart. Good. Now I'm saying to my core muscles deep inside my body that help me with balance, like my transverse abdominis and my multifidi muscles in my back along my spine. Yes, I'm saying, you know, this is a challenge just doing this, just standing here. Maybe I'll take it to the next level though. I think I'll try to lean forward a little bit without falling over and without moving my legs, grabbing the ground with my toes and the bottom of my feet. I need a really strong arch and a heel pad and pads underneath my toes to get this to help me. So I'm leaning forward, not much though. Okay, I'll go back into neutral, and then I'll lean back. Hold it there for about 10 seconds. Good, and then back to neutral, lean to one side. Don't fall over. Really think about what you're doing. I mean, if you had to, you could hold on with one hand to the wall or something. So cross those fingers, cross those wrists. Okay, back to neutral and lean the other way. Right, and then relax everything. Okay, the Cook's Hookup. Let's just stand in neutral, feet shoulder width apart, hips forward, head back, and then take the other leg and cross it over in front of that one and put it beside that foot. And since this leg went cross, We'll take this arm and cross it at the wrists. Grab the fingers, cross them up, and put your hands on your heart. Good. Now you know what to do. Right, it doesn't matter if you go to the side first. Let's go to the side. Hold it there for about 10 seconds. Looking straight ahead. Let's go to neutral and let's go to the other side. The Cook's hookup. Mr. Cook wanted the kids in schools to use both sides of their brain, both hemispheres. Back to neutral. I'm going to lean forward. So he instructed, after he did all his research, he instructed the educators, back to neutral and lean back, to teach the kids how to do a Cook's hookup, especially before they have to really learn something, maybe in math or reading, something really, really complicated. Good, back to neutral, and when you're ready, think about how you feel and untangle yourself. The Cook's hookup. If you want to take that to the next level, maybe you started off by holding on and only tangling yourself with one side of your body, maybe your feet, and then you thought, I don't need to hold on, I'll try it without. Now, the third level would be do it all blindfolded. Or if you don't have a blindfold, just close your eyes, but don't cheat. Balance exercise number 4 is a heel-toe raise. So you need some kind of a wall. There's lots of walls around. So I'm going to stand with my back to the wall, out a little bit, put my bum against the wall, my shoulder blades against the wall, and then with my feet shoulder width apart, I'm just going to lift my toes, the balls of my feet, off the ground, balancing on my heels, and hold it there for 10 seconds. If you want to think about your head, you could try to get your head into the wall too, with maybe a cuff push with your hand there on the chin and push it back. So your bum is touching, your shoulder blades are touching, and maybe if your head is in neutral here, the back of your head might be touching, but not today for me. That's 10 seconds for that. Now I'm going to turn around with my arms touching the wall and lift up my heels. So my body is arms distance apart, my hands are shoulder width apart, just like my feet are. And good, and just gently hold on to the wall there and lift up, straight up, my heels. So I'm balancing on my toes and the balls of my feet. You can try it with one hand. The other hand. No hands. And down you go. So it's pretty easy, right? First you're lifting, leaning against the wall, your toes up, and the balls of your feet up, balancing on your heels. This way, arms shoulder distance apart, straight arm distance from the wall. Now lift your heels up. Look, Mom, no hands. So if you hold each position, there's only 2 of them, for 10 seconds, that would be okay. If you can work your way up to 30 seconds, that'd be even better. Or just come up maybe for 3 seconds and go down, switch around, and do 10 of those. The last balance exercise, which is one of my all-time favorites, because we all do it a lot, is we sit down, here's a chair, a nice sturdy chair, and we stand back up. So I'm going to stand in front of the chair, out a little bit, feet shoulder width apart, hips forward, head back, check out the chair, good. And then I'm just going to slowly, very slowly, sit down on the chair on the edge, holding onto it with my hands before I place my butt down there And when I get down here, my feet are still shoulder width apart. My knees are above my ankles, right? My hips are forward a little bit, even though I'm seated. And my head is back. Good. And when I'm ready, I'll hold on to the chair. Lean forward a little bit. Back is still pretty straight though, but on a little bit of a tilt. And then up I go. Check my posture again. And when I'm ready, I'm going to go down again, but a little bit slower this time. And maybe I'll use one hand. Make sure the chair is there. Where is it? There it is, but don't plop into the chair. Just very super slowly sit your butt down on the seat. Good. A lot of people think that you need your core muscles deep inside your torso area to help you with balance. True, but you also need your eyes. Those are balance muscles. Your ears, they have balance muscles. And all of your senses. They all help you balance. Let's try it one more time. So I'm going to lean forward. This time I'm not going to use my hands at all. Very slowly, super slowly, push down into the ground using those strong feet and those lower leg muscles to stand up. Hips forward, feet shoulder width apart, and head back. And last time, this is only 3 times, sit down and stand up. You can handle it. And I'm not touching the chair anywhere. In fact, to take it to the next level, when I almost get my butt to the chair, I can feel it a little bit here. My thighs, my hamstrings are touching. Just hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and then very slowly, super slow, like there's an egg there and you don't want to break the egg. Place your butt down, straighten your body up. Great for the knees, quads, the hamstrings, calf muscles, soleus muscles, all the tendons in your feet, the leg muscles, your back, just everything. Good luck, have fun, and practice balance every time you exercise. At least some exercise related to balance should be in all of your workouts.